Hello everyone, this is Last Life here, and I'm going to be bringing to you a video on a Shout Sustain Druid that basically acts as a support slash a little bit of DPS and mainly focuses on healing and keeping your team alive while in a mob fight. We're going to go through the PvP build, and I'm going to explain the trait lines as well. We're going to start with staff. On the staff we're going to be using Sigil of Accuracy and Sigil of Blood. Sigil of Blood, 50% chance on critical to steal health. And then once we swap, we can either, so on the longbow we're going to be using Sigil of Intelligence and Sigil of Blood. So when we swap to the longbow, it increases our critical chance by 100, so we automatically land a critical and we gain health from it. You can either run bow or staff. I mean, not staff, but sword. The only thing you get from longbow is the little bit of damage and the evade from hunter shot and point blank shot. For this video, I'm going to be using the longbow just for the the far back shooting that you get from it. So on the bow, we're going to be using Sigil of Intelligence and Sigil of Blood. On the rune, we're going to be using the Rune of the Leadership, and then we're going to be using the Mender's Amulet. Basically, you get decent power along with good healing, so you can do a little bit of DPS and you do a good amount of healing as well. On our specializations, we're going to be using Wilderness, Beast Mastery, and Druid. On Wilderness, we're going to be using Oaked Heart Salve, Shared Anguish, and Empathic Bond. On Beastmaster, we're going to be using Resounding Timbra, Natural Healing, and Zen Speed. On the Druid, we're going to be using Dramatic Clarity, and so on and so forth. This is just a basic, adds an extra 15 to your heals. Without this, we wouldn't get that extra healing off, or the regen and the swiftness. Everything that's in blue that you see there is what is added because of the trait line that we have running here. So without it, you would get healing, but you wouldn't get as much as 3,000 if you didn't run this trait line. This is a good one. So when you have a good amount of conditions on you, when you transfer into Celestial Avatar, it will remove up to 13 conditions, which is very effective. And then you can use your Signet of Stone as a way of making you invulnerable. So it's another way of keeping you sustained, although you are susceptible to conditions. I'm not really going to go through all this, but other than your pet periodically takes conditions from you, so that's another con to removal. Your pet gain might and quickness when you swap pets. When you swap wet pets, you gain quickness and might. Here, let me demonstrate on that. So if I hit with an attack, swap my pets, and you can see we got a good amount of boons already on us. You can see we're taking really no damage at all. Another trick I like to use is it's a combo with your pet. You have him smoke cloud, makes you invisible, so then you can easily down without getting feared or knocked back or blocked or of whatever sort you want to say. Utilities we're going to be using We Heal as 1, Signet Stone, Guard, Search and Rescue, and strength of the pack. The search and rescue is if you got a down player that you guys are fighting in mid and you notice that he's down and you're at a good distance, you can use that and it will teleport the guy that is down to you, and you increases your regen while you're healing him, so you're getting healed and he's getting healed, and you also heal faster with it. That's another trait line from Wilderness. Other than that, I've kind of gone through the basics on how the trait line's set up and what you should be running. You can really run whatever you want when it comes to weapons, but I preferred using the longbow just for the added range pressure that we get from it and the evades. I'm not gonna demonstrate on how this build works because I'm limited on time at the moment, but I will be honest, this build has gotten me to, where am I at in the current season? I'm at Diamond right now. Last season I was able to make it with the Legendary. I just actually started making videos now, or the start of this season, or well, not the start of this season, but a little bit before this season, but last season I didn't make any videos because I just started. But other than that, I went through Emerald and Ruby and Diamond, all pretty easily. But this build is no joke. It has carried me all the way to Diamond. But there's plenty of other combos that you can land with this build if you have someone else with you. You can't really do much combos other than this here, which stealth. So you can use it as an evade to run away, or you can use it to down people. And anyone inside that circle that's on your team will also go invisible. So it's a good way to down people, and so you don't get knocked back and feared and everything else. Everything of the ordinary. Other than that, I hope you guys like this video, and I wouldn't mind if you guys try this build out and tell me how this works. Other than that, I will leave it at that, so I will see you in the next video. See you guys.